Hey, this is Soccer in the South with Wolfman Jeff coming at you. Okay, just watched Wolves Bournemouth. What a strange field that was. I'm not sure if it was a lot of smog in Bournemouth or if they were just poor quality cameras or poorly designed pitch. It was just so gray and felt like I was watching some kind of crime drama. It was just kind of dingy and gray, and it was hard to see. So I don't know. It could be that they just had the B-level cameras out for this match, or I don't know. I've not been to Bournemouth. Is that just a place just covered in just thick smog, or if just the lighting is not designed well for the pitch, because it would go from kind of washed out to just grayed out depending where they were moving on the pitch. So it was hard to watch the images there. So I don't know. Let me know what you think about Vitality. I wasn't impressed from the images, but it could have just been the cameras capturing it. I was impressed with Bournemouth. I knew that they were going to play a good match. I have to say that Joshua King in particular, who we already knew his quality, he was fantastic. He was really exciting to watch. Sadly, he's on the other team, but he really put his all into it. Almost pulled out a win for them. And as you guys already know, we ended up with a 1-1 draw. All the points came from penalties. There was a time early in the match I saw Jimenez kick the ball into the net, and apparently there was a foul bit beforehand that negated that. So we were almost on top first. There was just so many questions in that match with the refereeing. I don't know what's going on. It seemed rather inconsistent. There was a lot of questionable calls and a lot of non-calls that seemed to be much more obvious than the things that were called. No shortage of yellow cards. Actually, yellow cards all around, but especially the Wolves. I don't think I've seen that many yellow cards out. I mean, even at the very end, our keeper got a yellow card. So I was like, maybe felt like Oprah. You get a yellow card and you get a yellow card. We're firmly at 8th for now, but looking at the schedule, I think we can get back to 7th in the next few matches. So I think we're fine. It's going to be okay. But I really wanted this win, and I think a win was doable. Having said that, hats off to Bournemouth because they were not going to lose. So, and I think you had two sides that had that same level of commitment that they were not going to lose this match, and that's probably how it ended up as a draw. I do have to say also, I'm very impressed with how Cav and Traore came onto the bench and really brought a lot of energy and started to create some opportunities. When we first started the match, it looked like the Wolves were on top and were in command. Then we had that foul, and Bournemouth got on board early. They kind of took a little bit of a run, and then it evened out throughout the first half. I think it went back and forth. But I think as the second half went on, I think the Wolves were showing more and more of being in control. But just not enough to get the win, but enough to not lose. My man of the match, I'm going to go for Moutinho again. I know I keep picking him. I don't know, did he lose a tooth in today's match? Because he got hit hard, and I was sure he was coming off the pitch. And he got back out there, and that's just a regular day for that guy. He's like bionic. So he's a beast. And I was kind of glad he didn't leave the pitch. Part of me wanted him to leave to get a rest, but you could really tell how our whole side plays very differently when he's there. And that's why I'm going to pick him for man of the match, just for durability and for his leadership. Even though we didn't get the win, I think our lineup was fine. It was not a pretty match. It wasn't boring by any stretch, but it was almost Australian rules. It had some rough moments there. Let me know who you think the man of the match was. I had called for Jimenez to be the first scorer, which did happen because he did get the penalty, but he got the ball in the net earlier. It just didn't count. I had called for a 1-3 Wolves. I do think that could have been doable. I really wanted the win. but I am relieved when it's all over that we end up with a draw, because we came really close with a loss, and we didn't need that going forward. So a draw is light years better than a loss. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think could have happened differently? I mean, outside of some things that we can't control, like the referees, I don't think a player change maybe brought some people in earlier than later, but still, I don't think that may have made too many changes with that. But I want to hear your thoughts onto it. So we're going to play again very soon. I do hope our players are healthy. I'll be kind of watching the channel and trying to update with that. Especially Matinho, he got hit hard. There were some other knocks, so I hope we're going to keep our side healthy. So hit like, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. This has been Soccer in the South with Wolfman Jeff.